Whoa, you guys came back? I think you came for something interesting. But I'm sorry, I don't have anything for you today. So let me do my work. I'm just kidding. So I have really interesting topic for you today, which is top algorithms for coding interviews that you need to know for your coding interview. So let's get started. So first is recursion algorithm. It is the easiest but the most commonly used algorithm in coding interviews. Recursion in a nutshell is a technique of solving problem by calling a function by itself. It sounds weird at first, but it is not. It is highly used in coding interviews and you can solve a large amount of coding problems by recursion algorithms. At first glance, the problem might not look like a recursion problem, but you can transform them to be applied with a recursion solution. So first thing that you need to know is learn about recursion algorithms. So second algorithm in my list is tree traversal algorithm, and it is the most important algorithm that I feel for coding interview especially because I cannot imagine any coding interview going without a tree traversal problem. Majorly you need to know about 5 tree traversal algorithms. One is pre-order, post-order, in-order, depth-first search and breadth-first search. If you know these 5 tree traversal algorithms, you'll be able to crack 90% of coding problems. And at first glance of problem, it might not look as a tree problem or a graph problem. It might look as a simple array problem or simple random nodes problem. But after reading the question again and again and thinking about it more, you can surely convert it into tree and then apply a simple one of the 5 tree traversal algorithm and find the solution very easily. So this is the second thing that you need to know about very seriously. And knowing the algorithm is not enough. You also need to practice the problems around these algorithms. So the next thing in my list is sorting algorithms. Everyone knows about them, but nobody knows about them in detail, in the depth that they need to know about. There are a bunch of sorting algorithms present on the internet that you can find, all of them different from each other based on their space and time complexity. So what you have to do, you have to just go through the sorting algorithms, as many as you can. And what you have to understand here is the underlying concept of the algorithms, and you need to understand the space-time analysis of them so that you can apply them based on the criteria, based on the situation. It may be possible that the interviewer is not asking you the direct sorting problem. They might be tweaking a problem a bit, then giving you. So in that case, what you have to do, if you know the sorting algorithm in a really good way, so you can just tweak the algorithm a bit and then solve that problem. It will be very easy for you. For an example of merge sort, what is merge sort? Merge sort is if you want to sort an array, you will just divide it and then sort it and then combine it back. So if I need to tweak the problem a bit, so what I'll do, I'll give you 2 unsorted arrays and then ask you to give me the kth smallest element of the combined array of 2. So here, if you know the quick sort in a really good way, so you will be able to apply the pivot logic in the 2 arrays simultaneously and you can get the kth element in the complexity of k instead of applying the merge sort and getting in the complexity of n log n. So such kind of problems you should expect from a coding interview. So the third set of algorithm in my list is stacks and queues algorithms. These are pretty standard algorithms that you will find in computer science society, but there can be huge number of computer problems, algorithm problems that can be made on top of this. For an example, equation validation problem, parenthesis validation problem, syntax validation problems. So I remember a coding interview where I was given a JSON string and I needed to validate that it's a valid JSON or not using stack, and I was able to do it. So such kind of problems you are expected to given in the coding interview, and you should expect that. So stacks and queues algorithms you need to learn, and these can be proved to be your way through the coding interviews. So the last set of algorithm in my list is dynamic programming. It can be a bit difficult to learn and understand at first, but it can play a huge amount of role in improving your solution's performance by a significant margin. So it's worth investing time in dynamic programming to learn them so that you can get an edge in the coding interviews or in the competitive programming. So if you like the video, you know exactly what to do. Hit the like button, share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. See ya.